Am I the a-hole for not wanting to share my lottery winnings with my family? A few weeks ago, I won a decent amount of money in the lottery, not life-changing, but enough to make things significantly easier for me. I'm in my late 20s, single, and have been working hard to save for a down payment on a house. Winning this money means I can finally buy a home without stressing about a huge mortgage. When my family found out, they immediately started making comments like, "Wow, we could all use a little help right now, and it'd be great if you could help with XYZ." For context, my parents are retired, and while they aren't wealthy, they're not struggling. My sibling, 30s, has a stable job but complains about debt due to lifestyle choices, like buying a new car every few years. At first, I didn't think much of their comments, but then they started outright asking for money. My mom wants me to pay off their credit card debt, my dad hinted at needing a new roof, and my sibling outright asked me to pay off their car loan. When I explained that I plan to use the money for my own future, down payment, emergency fund, and maybe a small vacation, they all got upset. My mom said I was being selfish and accused me of forgetting where I came from. My sibling told me I was acting like a greedy millionaire, which I'm not. Again, the amount isn't that crazy. Now, the whole family is giving me the cold shoulder, and I'm starting to feel guilty. I love them, and I understand that money is tight for everyone these days, but I feel like this is my chance to finally secure my own future. Update. Hi, everyone, I wanted to thank you for the overwhelming amount of responses and advice on my original post. It was eye-opening to see so many people affirm that it's okay to prioritize my own future, and it gave me the confidence to stand my ground. Here's what's happened since then. After posting, I decided to sit down with my family and have a direct but respectful conversation. I explained that while I love them and want the best for them, the amount I won isn't enough to solve all their problems, and trying to do so would jeopardize my own financial stability. I also pointed out that I've always been responsible for myself without expecting handouts, and this money gives me a rare opportunity to build a secure future. It didn't go over well at first. My mom got emotional and accused me of turning my back on family values, and my sibling said something along the lines of, "Wow, I'd never be so heartless if I were in your position." I told them I understood their feelings but that I had to set boundaries. To ease some of the tension, I offered a compromise. I'd give them a small gift, nothing extravagant, as a gesture of goodwill, enough for a family dinner or to cover a minor expense. However, I made it clear that this was the extent of my financial support. Surprisingly, my dad seemed to calm down after our talk. He told me later that while he's disappointed, he respects my decision and knows I'm not being malicious. My sibling is still salty, but they've stopped asking for money outright, though the passive-aggressive comments haven't stopped. My mom, well, let's just say we're not on the best terms right now. The good news is, I've moved forward with putting the money to good use. I've started the process of buying a modest home and setting up an emergency fund. For the first time in a long time, I feel genuinely secure about my future, and I don't regret my decision. Thanks again for all your support. I've learned a lot about boundaries and standing up for myself through this experience. If anything changes, I'll keep you updated.